campaign.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then go to the multiplayer. Now,
Uh-huh.
if it was now, don't get me wrong, it'll be sweet. Whereas both are equally as important. Like, in order for you to fight on this stage, you got to get powerful enough. So, in order for you to get powerful, the quickest way to get powerful would go. You need to play some multiplayer matches. Go play some multiplayer matches and get strong enough, and then jump back into the regular story and progress forward. That'd be sweet if they would have did it like that.
Destiny is overhyped.
I bet you McKnight got Destiny too. I wouldn't be surprised.
You know you gonna get it.
But everybody Destiny ain't nothing but Street Fighter and shooting games. You said Shane Song of the shooting
I
games.
said it's the Shang Tsung first person shooters. They will turn them
And
Borderlands.
all they doing is adding Capcom practices in it.
Yeah, on this DLC.
And it's on the disc. That's what's sad about it. It's on the disc. Let me type this up and see if there's more people talking about this.
I see it enough, bruh.
On the disc.
Like, yo, this is ridiculous. That's why I'm not too hyped for it. People promoting this game. I see ESPN promoting this game like 20 times, like 100 times a day.
Don't fall into the trap.
I'm like, yo, y'all don't even promote games. Like, y'all don't even care about video games. We try to get at esports popping. And ESPN talking about some competitive fighting games or not ESPN material.
I think Angry Joe need to make another video.
He said he liked it.
Yeah, but he probably didn't know about the DLC that was on the disc.
Yep, I know, cause he went in when Cross Tekken came out, and he gonna freaking talk about Street Fighter Cross Tekken on this DLC.
Stuff is already on the disc. Why you ain't put it in the full game? It ain't no excuse for you not to put it on the Blu-ray disc. I know that just to show you that they didn't run out of space on the game.
And next gen consoles, they got potential of doing something a lot more.
I'm sick of games nickeling and
What was that?
Let me see the article. Let me see the article so I can send it to you.
Hold on for a second. Oh yeah. Alright, people. Freaking Destiny. Destiny, man. Try to tell I'm not trying to tell you, hey. I'm not really hyped for this game, man. I mean, I played it at my friend's house. It ain't a bad game. It's just it's not gonna hold my attention long.
I'm pretty sure it isn't.
Cause I could see beyond the game. What's this? Of course fans are not happy. Of course they're not.
It said Bungie community manager David DJ Day responded to this accusation Monday on the developers' community forums. But some fans, of course, they ain't happy. The leaked information revealed that 2 upcoming expansions will both include approximately 4 story missions, 2 strikes, 1 raid, and 3 crucible maps each. Dog, this stuff is on the disc though.
Yep, and people hacked it. So what you gonna do? Wanna be boilers, shot callers, brawlers? What you wanna do, Bungie? What you gonna do, Activision? Huh? Nah, you just want money from Bungie, so you ain't worried. You just sitting on there drinking on some freaking pineapple juice on the beach. He ain't worried about us. Not worried. You getting your money, dog. That's how it be. iTunes era of gaming. Because the next gen console is starting right now. This is just the beginning.
Oh, let me see.
What?
These are some of the fans that just comment. So when are you guys going to start piecing together a coherent story and actually explain things rather than throw more vague nonsense at us that we just have to interpret? You know, like everyone was expecting when we dropped $60 on this beautiful but incomplete game.
Incomplete.
So you expect us to stick around to December so we can play more sub-level 30 content and be rewarded with more legendary items to throw on the scrap heap.
Or exotic weapons.
I have my degree in PR, and let me just tell you what a masterful attempt at cover-up. However, you and the rest of Bungie staff are fools if you think this will cover up your faults. His hands are tied, and he can't say much, but we won't be enough for those that just want someone to blame. Incomplete and still being worked on like that's a surprise to most of us. People shouldn't jump to conclusions. Just further evidence that Bungie doesn't want to be one of those quote unquote companies. I am still optimistic about the future. This upcoming content just has me licking my lips. Like I said, people are just trying to find a reason to light their torches right now. And I'm far from an apologist. I was pretty pissed about what happened with Reach. But there's a reason Bungie is still my favorite game studio, and it's because moments like this, they care. They care, listen, and respond in a time and considerate manner to the community. Community always have, always will. For real, are you obviously hearing what you're saying? There's downloadable content on their latest project called Destiny. They care and they listen. Dude, that stuff belongs in the individual game. I could see if they burnt all the content on the disc already, that there isn't any more content we can put on the disc, and we have to, DLC.
Hey, you forgetting something. 10-year expansion.
That's why they're gonna get rich off of it. Because you're gonna have clowns like that person that said they care, they listen, and respond in a timed and considered manner. See, they done turned you into a religious believer. You a deacon of the Bungie board.
Yeah, you just standing there, ushering in.
Go ahead and show your halo colored socks. Go ahead. Boris, be quiet.
Somebody choke. I'm eating.
What do you think about Bungie's comments about the upcoming DLC content being discovered on the disc? Are you willing to wait and see? A lot of people trading their stuff in after that.
I know, right?
Like, dude, we just spent $60 on the game. Why is it that only Nintendo so far are giving you add-ons? They're not giving you content that's on the disc already, and you have to pay for it.
Hey, I don't know about that.
Oh, huh?
I said I don't know about that. I said I'm going by what you say. I don't know about that. But Hyrule Warriors looks good though. I have it sitting right here, but I don't have a Wii U yet.
But I'm talking about despite. I ain't saying all the Nintendo games ain't doing it, but in terms of percentage, it's both Microsoft and Sony.
Yep. Capcom too.
Doing all this DLC content. So you telling me?
Don't forget New World Capcom.
Quote unquote, Sony and Nintendo are for adult players or for the hardcore gamers. Y'all turning those guys around and doing them in the back with no lube on. That's all cold, man.
You know, and Activision has something to do with this too. Like I said before, they just sipping on
yes, they
pineapple
do.
juice
yes,
in the
do.
beach, playing
because let's be honest, you know they talked Bungie into doing it because they masters at doing the Activision and they Call of Duty series.
What happened? What happened to Pitfall?
Pitfall.
Yeah, what happened? What happened to Pitfall? No Pitfall games. I know Atari and Activision, you know, but
you talking about that classic?
Yeah, are they gonna make another one?
I don't know.
Instead of Call of Duty all the time, a new IP that would be nice.
I honestly think that Activision and Capcom are best friends because they're doing the same thing. They ain't gonna make not another game. They just gonna cash out on Call of Duty. They refuse to make room for other games they have in their arsenal. And Capcom has a lot of strong titles, but all they focus on is Street Fighter.
Yep.
Street Fighter. I gotta give you 20 Street Fighters, then I'll give you a Devil May Cry. Then another 20 some odd Street Fighters, and then another Devil May Cry. I mean, for real. Ryu has superseded Mega Man. It's them many games of Street Fighter.
Yep.
I hate to say that, but Ryu is the face of Capcom, man.
Ain't Mega Man. Sure, he's about to be bought by Nintendo, I heard. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that, though.
That's good, then.
Don't quote me on that, though. It's just rumors.
I would be surprised. That would be a huge move if Nintendo grabbed those guys. And just to slap it on Sony and Microsoft's face, we coming out with Mega Man X. We coming out with another one.
Well, yeah. Back to Destiny, though.
They lied. They talk about this time you can go wherever you want.
You can go wherever you want.
That's a meme for me now. For real, that's a meme. They outright lied. I want to hear what this guy have to say. Bungie meets their destiny with on this. See, now I'm gonna have to make a troll beat with that, and I know exactly who say destiny so hard and epic too.
Who said?
Dracula on Lords of Shadow 2. he say it so hard. He's like, that is my destiny.
I remember.
This time you can go wherever you want. This time you can go wherever you want. This time you can go wherever you want. That is my destiny. This time you can go wherever you want. This time you can go wherever you want. This time you can go wherever you want. That is my destiny.
This turned to a troll beat now.
I'm going to use his voice. I'm going to use it and put the video on Daily Motion now. Yep, Daily Motion took the Godzilla video.
Yeah, we on there too. UVGM on Daily Motion, if you didn't know.
Yeah, put the video. That is my destiny. He saying so epic too.
Bruh, I ain't done with Destiny, man.
And then I'm gonna take that part like what my man said. DLC on the disc. DLC on the disc. DLC on the disc. This time we can go wherever we want. DLC on the disc. DLC.
Man, you go into the terrain and you die by an invisible wall.
That's
you can't go no freaking on anywhere you want.
I'm gonna show clips of that.
You bouncing all over there like a trampoline. You die.
That is my destiny. That is my destiny.
All that other area is DLC. It's only 12 of y'all in that big map, and you can't go on the other side because that's DLC probably.
That's DLC, dog. That's DLC. You might as well put the $10 price sign over there. You know, like you playing a yard and you can't go over there unless you got that X amount.
You know what's funny? I remember you saying this yesterday. You were saying like all the kids that you play online with your friends brought the DLC. You can't even come out of the invisible wall because you didn't buy it. I can't come out and play.
Dog, we got the same. As a matter of fact, I got the jetpack you don't have yet. But since you bought the DLC, I get shot down. My bullets don't go through the walls. Like, man, my reticle is red. I see it. I'm actually shooting at him. But it's not hitting him. But his bullets in me. I quit, dog. Then we get into a heated battle. The reason why you lost because one of your players didn't pay for DLC.
I know, right? Y'all run into the next terrain or cliff or whatever, and then the next dude, your dude, he bounces off the wall because he didn't buy DLC. Yo, what the heck is that?
Welcome back, everybody. It's Brandon Cole with the Critical Hit 64. And before we get on with the video, I'd like to let you guys know that myself and the Critical Hit 64 network presented a live video cast and a wonderful one at that.
You getting some exposure, whoever that is, because I'm recording still.
64 channel. It's the featured video. Today, the gameplay that you're currently
I don't know who you are, so
like to see on PC.
shout out to you.
16-bit games and you're into retro feeling games with updated content, make sure you check out Rogue Legacy. My friends, I hate to bring up Destiny again. I've talked about that a couple of times and it's been nothing but negative news. But unfortunately, Destiny is delivering nothing but negative news. There's not a lot good about the game, and the game's actually a little bit repetitive. But when I find out that there's DLC content on disc, I get pissed off. And not just any DLC, actual cut gameplay from the finished product, cut out from the game, then presented as DLC. Why this is bad? Because basically, Bungie and Activision are fucking us over.
Why is this a surprise to y'all? I told y'all, iTunes era gaming.
From the actual game itself on the disc and charge money for it as DLC, but it was either Activision or Bungie. We all know from Uncle Omega Sins videos. We all know from Richard Review Tech USA's videos. We all know from the fucking community that nobody likes this. Nobody wants this.
Quit buying it. Quit buying it, man. Yeah. Quit buying it.
Dog. Now, can you imagine that, dog?
What?
What if you are an indie? It's just like the music, the music industry, video gaming industry. Is this the new practice? Like, dog, you actually, since you signed under this contract, this is how we roll over here. We sell downloadable content over here.
And it's $20 a piece.
But let's say for
30.
instance, first you'd be like, no, man, we're gonna sell it retail and we're gonna give them this content. We can make DLC later. No, we don't roll like that over here. What we do is, what this content that you got on here, give them 65% of the content that's on the game, and we'll lock the other 35% and sell it at retail. We'll sell it $10 a watt for each stage afterwards. But you like, I've already finished the game. It's already mapped out. It's ready to go. But you're not feeling it, sir. You signed under us. Since you signed under us, you don't have 100% say so over your product.
Because they took 60% of your money.
No, what I'm saying is not even just that. It's the freedom. Expressing your freedom.
Yep. You have no creative control.
Right, you have no creative
Which that's my biggest gripe
so,
of everything.
So when you was a PC mod developer, when you was making mods
about
for the
companies,
community, when you was making mods for the community or whatnot, you was doing it out of the love and out of the free. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you found your way. That's how you found your way to get small independent deals or whatnot. Now that you made it big time, here go all the dirty stuff that goes into play.
You gotta sell out.
Nah,
You gotta sell
nah,
out.
you used to been doing things. You see, I mean that's good and all, but if you really to you are you ready to make it big time? Then you have to do things like this. You can't care for the fans as much anymore because they are not the ones that's gonna get you food on the table. We the ones that's gonna help you get that secure food on the table.
Uh-oh.
And just the and not only that, that's good that you have a hell of a fan base. That's wonderful. That's great. That's great. You, as a matter of fact, set up forums and continue talking with them. But at the end of the day, you have to divide your game up. Your game may be completed, but we can take this same game and make it live and stay fresh for 3 years before you add extra content on it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Even though your game is done, sell 60, at least 60% of the game at full retail for $60. Then you still got 40% of the game you can re-release as downloadable content and leave it locked on the disc. Just put invisible walls around it. That shouldn't be hard for you to do. And every month, release a certain portion. Release like 5% more, and charge them $10.
20.
Get $20. So what if the modders out there crack your game? They ain't gonna be able to get all the content. Let them argue and complain. You still gonna have a lot of people that's loyal to you, that's still willing to pay for the full product of the game. And then on top of that, I tell you what, after they finish paying all of that, let's re-release it as an anniversary package with everything for another $60.
A year later.
So technically, all you're doing is selling the same game twice. You got people, and then when they pay for it the first time, they done spent almost $130 for the first game. Then you release the anniversary edition just for another $60. 2 games for almost $200 for one person, but you never change the content. And that's not even including the accessories, the t-shirts, the drinks, and all the promotion we're going to put on television and everything. We're going to make this game look really, really good, and you're going to have so much money. So, but then at the same time, Boris, you really with the community, and it sound good and all that. So what about the E3 promises? About, showcasing the game at the early stages. Oh, don't worry about that. We never put the game on the actual platform. We put it on a high-end PC. So once we put it on a high-end PC, the wow the people and clap and all that other stuff, and how we sell it is we put the actual platform on the stage with the power turned on. It's ran on a separate TV. They never see the separate TV. The power is just turned on, but it's never ran on its engine. We just put it on the actual computer, on a high-end computer, and say ran in-game footage. This is real time on the PlayStation 4. Knowing dang on well that's on a high-end PC.
Yep. That's how I did Watch Dogs.
And then right before the month come out, you get an interview and you tell them how awesome the game gonna be. You're gonna tell them that you're able to climb on the walls and you're gonna have so many items and it's gonna be a lot of epic scale battles and it's gonna be a lot of bosses. It's gonna be a lot of content on the game. Just you wait. And right before the month come out, right before the game come out a month from now, your people come out, your team tell you, well, the game has to be downscaled a bit.
Yep. That's exactly what I did with Watch Dogs. Exactly.
And downscaled a bit. What you mean by downscaled a bit? See, on the E3, it was running at 60 frames per second, a whopping 60 frames per second at 1080p. But then when they get on the PlayStation actual console, it can run at 960 at 30 frames. And on the Xbox One version, it run at 720.
Yep. 720p. Upscaled, yeah.
At 30 frames per second. But you done already pre-ordered the game because the game come out in another month. I done already hyped you up.
And that's what they got
Let's say at E3 on top of that, we just showed you about 80% of the game when you was looking at it at E3. But when you bought the game for $60, you only get 60% of the content.
Not even that. I say 40. You being nice.
Remember the big boss? Remember that big gigantic wasp you was fighting at E3? It didn't make an appearance on the full version. What happened?
Where are the enemies?
You can see, he was like, dude, I was fighting a dragon on the demo. It was hard. Oh, man, this that stage again. I know it's about that. I recognize this part. This is the part we was playing on the demo, right? And you know the dragon is about to come. The cave is empty. You go straight to a cutscene.
No loot. No loot at all. Nothing in that cave. None.
You take all the prisoners out the cave and jump on the ship and fly to the next level.